fool you. The progressive movement today is winning. Our agenda is gaining more and more steam, and we are getting stronger every single day. I think as some of you have noticed around the country, in federal, state, and local elections, we are winning. We're winning out on the streets as well as we fight for racial justice and an end to police brutality. You're seeing communities all over the country beginning to respond, and now we've got to make sure that the federal government begins to respond as well. The American people understand and are seeing it incredibly clearly right now in the midst of the pandemic, in the midst of the economic meltdown, that we need fundamental, underlying fundamental changes in the way we do economics and healthcare and energy in the United States of America. They understand that there is something wrong when millions of people today are struggling to put food on their table because they have lost their jobs. And then you got Republicans in the United States Senate not wanting to act effectively to protect so many of our people who are living under devastating circumstances. The American people today understand that we have a dysfunctional and cruel healthcare system where people are losing their healthcare because they are losing their jobs. What sense is it that our healthcare benefits are tied to our jobs? We have got to, and the American people increasingly understand, move to a healthcare system which guarantees health care to all people as a human right, not a privilege, where you have health care, whether you got a job or not, in good economic times or bad economic times. We're winning on that battlefront as well. And increasingly, while we worry about criminal justice, while we worry about systemic racism, while we worry about the pandemic, which has claimed almost 140,000 lives, while we worry about the economic meltdown, we have also got to go forward in terms of combating climate change, because if we are not successful in taking on the fossil fuel industry, cutting carbon emissions, and saving this planet, what the future will be bringing to our children and future generations is an increasingly unhealthy and uninhabitable planet. But in the midst of all of that, because of the work that you are doing, we are winning struggle after struggle, despite having the most dangerous president in the history of our country in office. So my message is, keep our eyes on the prize. The next 4 months are enormously important for the future of this country. Trump must be defeated. We must elect progressive candidates at the local, state, and federal level. But we also have to continue to fight for our progressive agenda. The federal government should be guaranteeing decent paying jobs for all Americans as we rebuild our crumbling physical and human infrastructure. We must guarantee health care to all people as a human right. We must make public colleges and universities tuition free and cancel all student debt. And we can create millions of good paying jobs as we lead the world in transforming our energy system away from fossil fuel to energy efficiency and sustainable energy. We're going to continue to fight for real criminal justice reform to end a broken and racist system, and for real immigration reform, which guarantees a right to citizenship to all of the undocumented people in this country. And we're not forgetting about the incredible gun violence that exists in America. And we surely know that women today are under severe attacks as they try to control their own bodies from people who think the government should make decisions for women rather than women themselves. A lot of work that's out there that has to be done. But in this unprecedented moment, understand that because of your efforts, because of grassroots activism, we are winning in struggle after struggle. And I think the future belongs with us, not with the greed and corruption of the establishment. So let's keep fighting. Thanks very much.